Hey there everyone, welcome back to another video on Film Read. A&E's hit series Storage Wars has kept viewers glued to their TV screens for 12 seasons, thanks to several unexpected, startling moments that took everyone by surprise. While some of these scenes included amazing storage unit finds, others weren't so pleasant. Here are the top 7 eye-opening moments on Storage Wars. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out. Also, if you love Storage Wars, then drop a like to the video. Alright then, let's begin. Number 7. Frank Gutierrez's paintings. Daryl Sheets is still remembered as one of the most competitive bidders on the show, and his discovery of a room full of canvases is quite memorable. When he entered a storage unit along with his son Brandon, they found an originally signed basketball, which was an indication that it was a lucky day. However, the biggest hit was the room full of canvases. These oil paintings were no ordinary ones, as they were 100% original, painted by the renowned artist Frank Gutierrezz. After calling an expert, Daryl was ecstatic to know that the entire room full of those valuable paintings cost no less than $300,000 in total. Number 6. The King of Rock and Roll. Back in Season 1, Dave Hester bought a storage unit which was loaded with outdated newspapers, so the lockers seemed useless at first, but it was in fact a blessing in disguise. The stash was from August 16th of 1997, which is the day Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll in the 20th century, passed away. The plethora of papers were worth a whopping $90,000, which marked as one of Hester's biggest successes on Storage Wars. Number 5. Pirate's Treasure. During one of the behind-the-camera finds, Dan and Laura Dotson came across a blue-colored container after spending under $2,000 on 2 storage units. Upon opening the packed boxes, the couple was astounded by what was concealed in them. From intricate decorate items to gold doubloons, the Pirate's Treasure contained numerous valuable items for the 19th century, which made the owners earn at least $500,000 in profit. Number 4. Marshall and Wendell piano. One of the most renowned entrepreneurs who rose to fame via Storage Wars is Barry Weiss, whose discovery in Season 1 left the audience surprised. In this particular episode, a random locker worth $275 was opened up and no one expected it to contain anything more than useless salon equipment. However, Barry was relieved when a 1928 Marshall and Wendell piano worth $10,000 to $12,000 was spotted among the trash. In the end, Barry had earned a net profit of $11,000, which was quite unbelievable even for him. Number 3. A small museum. In Season 6, Renee and his wife Casey were astounded to find countless pieces of valuable art in a storage truck. Similar to other participants on the show, they were initially quite nervous and had no idea that they were about to make an enormous score. The storage unit altogether could be best described as a small museum, since it contained various canvas paintings, artistic flower vases, and numerous high-value antique items. The couple also discovered ancient statues that had a link to African and Asian history. Each of the paintings were worth $8,000, whereas each silverware found in the storage unit was worth $2,000. Renee's reaction was worth watching when he realized that he and Casey would get twice as much cash as they had spent on the storage unit. Number 2. Comic Book Gold. When Daryl Sheets, aka The Gambler, spent $2,700 on a storage locker, he soon realized that it was one of the best decisions he had ever made. The unit was filled to the brim with comic book memorabilia, valuable toys, and collectible dolls. In total, the comic book gold was worth a whopping $90,000, which left the viewers shook. Surely, luck was on Daryl's side. Number 1. Dave versus Laura and Dan. It's no surprise for Storage Wars fans that Dave Hester wasn't liked very much by his co-stars on the show, and also got into heated arguments with competitors several times. For instance, the intense fight Dave had with auctioneer couple Dan and Laura Dotson. It began when the couple claimed to not have heard Mary's bid before they sold the storage unit to Renee for $175, but Dave indirectly called this a lie, which turned the whole scenario a bit awkward. But things hadn't heated up until Hester mocked Dan and Laura by saying, "We've got 2 auctioneers and they're still missing bids." Seconds later, Laura demanded Hester to shut his mouth, but he wasn't ready to do so, which eventually started a fierce fight. Although physical violence was strictly prohibited on the show, Dan, Laura, and Dave paid no heed to this rule and ended up in a physical feud, during which Dave even pushed Laura on the ground when she tried to come in between him and Dan. The fight went on for a few minutes before some crew members separated the 2 angry men, as the other cast members watched from a distance, in horror. Unsurprisingly, Dave was evicted from the auction, and it's true that limits were crossed when he pushed a woman on the floor. It's eye-opening moments like these that have kept Storage Wars engaging enough for 12 seasons. After all, the show is still talked about as fans continue to stay updated with the lives of their favorite Storage War cast members. Well, this brings us to the end of our video, and we hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't liked the video yet, it's not too late. Give it a thumbs up. We'll see you soon in another video.